Today, we are going to be installing some BuiltRight Industries. Jesus, it's bumpy. I should go. There's no crap. Hey everybody, today we are going to be installing some BuiltRight Industries. They make some killer products, all made here in the US. We've got some bedside racks, but today we're going to be doing the dash mount kit, which is for my 2017 Raptor. Super stoked on this because it is so versatile. It can do a ton of stuff. Main reason is we can hook up these 6'7" design cell phone holders. They make some little balls that go on here as well, but as you know, if you follow us, that we use a lot of RAM mount stuff. So I can put my GoPros on here, we can do comms, we can do basically whatever we want to put up here. If I go with another S-Pod switch system on here, we can do with that as well. We'll also be doing some racks, not in this install video, but in another one, the bed rack, as well as some more racks for interior and exterior. So these are super badass too. We'll be going into those in a separate video, so keep on the lookout. Okay, so what we have to do is basically take this whole thing out, and then we're gonna go ahead and mount through it. For the sake of full disclosure, I have not done this before, so you'll be learning right along with me. A couple things that you're gonna need, and I recommend this instead of using a flathead screwdriver because you don't want to damage this. Ford is notorious for having kind of cheap plastic. It's durable as far as not cracking, but it mars really easy. So I bought some of these on Amazon, and I'll put the link down below where you guys can get them. They're super cheap. I think you paid like $7 or $8, maybe a little bit more than that. And it comes in a pack of 4. These are just the 2 that I figured I would need, but they should be easier to pry stuff up. So we're gonna start with taking this off, and sorry, I can't see very well. Yep, and these should just pop right off. But first, I'm gonna go off the instructions, and there's clips in here, so you wanna be careful. Matt, you make it look so much easier. There we go. Ooh. I hope I didn't break that back one. Let's see. A bit of a caveman, so. Nope, all good. So take that off first. Now, tough to see maybe, but there are 2 bolts right here. We're gonna go ahead and take that off, and then we will be taking this off and mounting the dash mount right to here. So now we have our ratchet, 7mm, and then I put a little extension on it, because it is, oh man, I think you have to use the deep well, but we're gonna see if this works, if I can get it to work, get it to fit. I may not. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on vacation right now, so I don't have all my tools with me. I just have like the necessities, and I should probably have a deep well 7s. I have not got around to getting them because on the Ram, there's absolutely no use to it. Now that I've switched to the Raptor, I'm finding out there's all sorts of use for your smaller stuff. And I should even have a smaller ratchet than my 3/8. But we will make do. And I'm not using my cordless ratchet because I've had issues with it binding or torquing stuff too much. So I'd rather do this by hand. Now the front is going to be a little tricky along this line right here. And the reason that is the previous owner put some of this, trim on here, which is an adhesive carbon fiber. And I kind of like the look, so I haven't really taken it off yet. And I don't know what's underneath it. So until I have something to replace it, I kind of just left it alone, other than like this right here, which were bigger pieces. And I could see behind it before I took it off. Pull this front edge off now. One, oh, might have broken that one. Hope not. There we go. I think there's maybe one more here. There we go. Oh yeah, broke one. That's okay though. I'll go ahead and now we'll pull this speaker connector off, and voila, we're done. All right, so now you do 1/4 inch holes. So I basically lined it up right where I wanted, made my holes accordingly. You're going to drill through that, and now we're going to go ahead and put the hardware on and reinstall it. So on this here, we have your screws, bolts, whatever you want to call it. We're going to put those in the back here, and then underneath, we are going to put our washers and the nuts. So now we'll go ahead and get the back with the 3/8. Oops. Okay. Tighten these up. You don't want to tighten them too tight, but enough to where they're nice and snug. Here we go. Almost a finished product. Gonna go right back in. We've got our 6-7 Designs ball mount there, which we will attach this to it. Kind of go like that. So you'll see it here in just a second. So now we're gonna mount this back in. First, we will mount our speaker back on. That's clipped in. We are going to line this up accordingly, and those snap right back in easily. There we go. We are going to take our screws and put them back in here. And yes, I did switch over to my ratchet because I am pressed for time. Okay, that's in. You just have to be careful so I don't strip these out. This thing can be a little bit temperamental. Oops. All right, there we go there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh no. Looks like I'm gonna have to replace that. So be really careful with that. I'm gonna have to go under my dash and find out. Yeah, that's just gonna rattle like crazy, I bet. Damn it. So I need to get another plastic piece to fit that back down. Ah, that's gonna piss me off. Anyways, that is done. We pop this back on and you're done.